So our next step that we're going to be talking about is looking at properties. So this is the part where it could be a little challenging when you're looking at properties, and this is why you want to make sure the steps before this step are actually taken care of. And you'll find out a number of people skip to this particular step at looking at properties and find that it's not as efficient and it also becomes a time waster. And what I mean by that is because in today's market, the real estate is moving so fast, is that if you see a property today, you won't have time to go back and take care of the necessary things such as getting your financing in line, submitting paperwork, submitting documents. A lot of times that property may be gone after that weekend, and just going through the pre-approval process, it takes some time. It takes a couple of days just to kind of get that information in it, and it also depends on how quickly you can get the documents to your loan professional or your loan officer. So when you're looking at homes, this is a step where I actually am listening to my clients, understanding what they're looking for in that home, understanding how many bedrooms they're looking for, how many bathrooms, other features that they want. You know, they may want a stand-up shower, they may want a stand-up shower and a tub, or they may want something that's all in one. They may want something with a big backyard. Those are some of the features that are discussed in this step as well as in the previous step, just having a clear understanding. So that's why I particularly sit down with each of my clients and we actually do an orientation where I can have a better understanding of what their expectations are, as well as I can provide my expectations as we're going through the process. So it saves both of us time, as well as it saves you the frustration, because like I said, this can be a frustrating process. So if you're just continuously looking at houses and you're not finding what you're looking for, then we need to go back to the drawing board. And if you have to keep going back to the drawing board, something isn't being discussed or the right questions aren't being asked. And that's why it's important. So looking at properties, taking notes of different things that you like about a property. There may be some things that you could probably do without, or you thought that you must have it in a property and you find out, you know what, I don't really like that. So you may be able to play with that. If it's a husband, wife, and they're looking at properties together, usually you have to play both sides. And what I mean by that is just having an understanding of what she's looking for and then what he's looking for. And when you can bring that together and have them come together with understanding of what they want in the property, then you have a good deal. Because at that point, you're saving time. You're not driving around as a real estate professional or even as an individual where you're spending your weekends looking at houses. You know, you definitely want to find something. That's the object, and that's why we're having these steps so that you can be successful and not stressed out as you're going through this process. So be sure to take notes when you're looking at properties that that meet your needs and your wants, and just kind of be open, be free with that process, have a clear understanding, and discuss it with your spouse or even with any other individuals that you may have that's in your supporting corner. So be sure to look at those properties and come back with some good notes for yourself. It's Chris Brown, your real estate professional and marketing entrepreneur.